Thought I'd change my ways, forgot the past. A new turn in direction, but that's all fading fast. Cause now I'm dicing with danger, it's pulling me off track. It knows me by first name, yeah. And now there's no turning back. Can't fight anymore, take it in your hand. And I can't give you up, it's what you planned. Cause now I'm dicing with danger, it's pulling me off track. It knows me by first name, and now there's no turning back. If I let out all my feelings and affection, you turn away and never look in my direction. So if I keep it down and never let them up instead, will it all be worth it in the end? Now it's all about this beauty and perfection. I used to think that I could look past your jaded side. I'm sick of getting on my knees and begging you, please. My heart breaks from the way you look at me. making it so dark, and the place in my head goes. It's getting really hard fighting these battles. Just me in the dark, making friends with my shadow.
What's going on, everyone? Hey, I'm your host, Nick Incognito. Hey, for another live stream here today. Yesterday, I made a short stream because I know it was Valentine's Day. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope you're with your loved ones, your spouse, whoever you're spending your time with. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it well and all that. Hey, we are doing another Final Fantasy 14 live stream. I didn't get much sleep and all that. My sleep schedule is all fucked up beyond recognition. But hey, you know, that's what happens when you get too much time on your hand, unfortunately. You know, and other things, you know, become less of a priority. But hey, we're going to get on into this. We're going to be here for a couple hours. Hope you all enjoy the ride. And hey, let's do this. Alright. Well, first off, what we're going to do is we're going to go do our clan marks real quick. I'm just going to do the initial ones. I just want to get them real quick right out of the way. Okay. And right now, I'm going to be going on to the quest line. I actually am going to suit up for the quest. Actually, I might go ahead and actually do that right now. I'll log it up. Oh shit! You know, if I do it this other way, you know, I've just been so enthralled, and it's quite funny. Hold on a sec. Let me get to the right one. Duty Finder. Go with Shadowbringers. No, not that one. thought I just did. No, I did the Tower of Babel. Front. Hold on a sec. Now I'm a little confused here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says via the duty finder. It must be something else I gotta look for. Nope. Ah, there it is. Alright. We're gonna put this bad boy up. Yeah, it's gonna take about 10 minutes. That's why we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go do some of the clan markings. We'll get them out of the way. So, like I said, like I was about to say, is, I've been actually playing so much of Final Fantasy XI these last few days that I practically have only been playing Final Fantasy XIV. Is when I'm live stream with all you lovely people out there, and honestly, I cannot talk for shit. I better figure out that problem. Okay, but like I said, I've been just enjoying it. It's been a fucking awesome game. I mean, with the updates that there's things that I'm able to do now that I couldn't do before when I was playing it during the golden years, which is like around. I think the golden years, in my opinion, people will argue. To me, the golden years of Final Fantasy XI ended right around the Wings of the Goddess expansion. And right around that time, you were able to get up to, I think, level 90. But I know right after that, they start bringing in the... it started kind of fading right after that, and it was becoming harder to do things. Because the game heavily concentrated around, like, hey, you need X amount of people. And that's only if they're willing to actually, come and help you. Now, generally, you might have a link shell or something. Hold on a sec. Okay. I just realized I figured out what was that noise is. I'm just going to correct myself real quick. There you go. I didn't realize my headset wire got wrapped around my game cord, because every time I kept just like, I'm only hearing that noise when I'm moving my controller around. Then I realized what it is. You all might have heard it in the background. Not sure, but if you did, I apologize. It's just, I shouldn't be doing this when I'm on like 2 or 3 hours worth of sleep and drinking coffee so I can keep my ass awake. So hopefully, this way I can force myself back onto my regular schedule, because I've been like staying up till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, just because it's like I get message, be like, hey, no work tomorrow, no work tomorrow, no work tomorrow. So I just been like, fuck. And now I stayed up until 7. I was trying to stay up because I realized I went to bed, but I just could not sleep. I mean, I turned off the TV and everything just to make sure I could not sleep. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stay up as long as I can. Hopefully I can make it till at least like 8 o'clock tonight. And then I just go ahead and pass out till the next morning. Now that's assuming fucking, my job's like, hey, you got work tomorrow. Or hey, you don't got work tomorrow. Which, with the rate how this is going... And yes, I keep bitching about it because, hey, I actually like to work. Yes, I do streaming, but this is just a hobby. If I actually made money off streaming and all that, I probably wouldn't care then. But it is what it is. And it looks like, I might be just going to go search out for a new job. Or at least tell my company, it's like, hey, if you can't find me work, then I will go find work. And if that means I have to leave the company, then, hey, it is what it is. I ain't giving no 2 weeks notice. They'll be like, hey, thanks for letting me try. I mean, but clearly you don't need. You got too many drivers because you're not moving enough shit. Hey, it is what it is, and sorry, not sorry, because I barely have had any income. Thank God for my retirement from my other jobs. The only thing that's making me not get fucking pissed off, I'm perturbed. But I'm not going fucking screaming at the wind or the sky, whatever. Well, anyways, like I said, so talking about Final Fantasy XI, I've just been enthralled in how, at least on the private server that I'm on, that it's made it, for me at least, fun. You know, I actually had like a couple people say, hey, you know, do you want to like party together or something? Level up together. And I'm like, no. I was like, I like the idea of doing this because, I could do just about everything by myself. You know, with what they call as the trust NPCs. Basically, they right now I could summon up to 3 of them, and they basically can take up 3 spots that normally would be filled by actual people who are playing the game. You know, so in this case, you know, I can actually go out and level at a very decent efficiency. And the fact of the matter is, since you know the private server, they kind of make the rules as they go. You know, so then, you know, one of the things they changed was they made experience points. And I said this before, but I don't remember if it was on the stream that I talked about this, and I realized it didn't get recorded. So I mean, that's why I'm doing a multi-stream, because if I forget to hit the record, and I make sure I'm staring at it, and it's like, yeah, you're recording, but YouTube will actually will make a copy for me if I don't hit the record, if I forget. So, and I thought it didn't, but I just saw one that I did the other day. It was 2 hours long. Actually, it was a couple days ago. It was 2 hours long. I went on a fucking rant like there was no tomorrow about the government, like I did yesterday, but I went a little bit more in depth about the one I did the day before yesterday. But and I just saw YouTube popped it up. It's like, hey, here it is. So I'm going to download it, and I'm going to see if I can upload it here on Twitch for everybody to see. You know, and I think I'm going to start doing is marking out what days these are. So in case if I do forget to hit record, YouTube pops it up. At least then you know when that was put up. And just case is that that video that I'll be it was done either the 12th or 13th. But hey, I'm going to start calling out the dates at the beginning of these videos, starting tomorrow. You know, hopefully I remember this. You know, but hey, today is the 15th of February, 2024. So the day after Valentine's Day. Okay. All right. Let me double check my. Yeah, today is the 15th. Huzzah. Anyway, so but yeah, so anyways, with the NPCs, you know, it's just it made it so much easier. No, Mustang is over here. And the server that I do on, everything that you kill is worth 2.5 times its normal experience rate. So you're talking about like, hey, like I was getting up like, I think at one point, stuff I was killing was worth like 1,000 experience points when I chained it. You know, and you're talking about just not even like if anybody's ever played the game before, not like chain 4 or chain 5. I'm talking about like at like chain 2. Even if I did the first chain, and it was amazing. And also along with that, you know, I use an Empress ring, and it can give me up to like what 50% experience boost on top of that. So basically, everything's worth 3 times as much when I have it going. You know, and that makes it so much nicer. Now, granted, Final Fantasy XIV has still done a lot of good things, and believe it or not, is when Final Fantasy XIV came out, it went strictly towards this more solo friendly. That's when Final Fantasy XI, I think just like a few years afterwards, started going more solo friendly. You know, and a lot of it is because people are like, I don't want to sit here for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and get absolutely nothing done. I mean, that is like the worst of the things to do, is just, you know, trying to do this shit and then, you know, and you waste all these hours for no apparent reason. Trust me, I've done it. Now, don't get me wrong, during those hours, I was probably sitting around with, talking with people and whatnot. But I mean, still, at the end of the day, it's just like you did nothing. And it's not like on Final Fantasy XIV. Here I am right now. I'm out like trying to take care of these clan works while I'm waiting for this duty finder to pop up a party for me. However, you don't have that option in Final Fantasy XI. You just can't it goes, oh hey, this is ready to go, and it'll just zap you right to it. Doesn't work like that, unfortunately. If you're trying to get Sky done or whatever, basically is you gotta get your ass over there. Now, of course, then another thing that Final Fantasy XI did is started doing HP war points. Home points that you can pay a small amount of gil depending on where it is, and then you can zip there, just like how in Final Fantasy XIV. I can come here, and then I can go to any of these marks. Now, with Final Fantasy XI, you kind of can't do that at any time. It's not like, hey, I want to go here. I mean, it depends on. If you're like White Mage or something, you can go to the one of the other main teleport areas, but you really just can't say, I want to go specifically to this point. Your options are a little more limited. A lot of times is, I'll have to warp back, and then I'm at a home point, and then from there, at that home point, I can select where I want to go. It still is much better than it used to be. Much better. You'll never know what. I hope you never experience the likes of taking the airship. In times where you're sitting there, it's like, yeah, for 5 minutes, you don't have to do anything. Maybe longer. I don't know. I can't remember how long they were. Or taking the boat from Maharo to Sabina, or from Sabina to Maharo. But at least on the boat, every once in a while, the boat will get attacked. You got to fend it off. So, and there were a couple things that you can do on there if you're trying to, for certain specific tasks. It was like bonus stuff and all that. So it was nice. It was cool. But anyway, so I've been enthralled by Final Fantasy XI. Granted, I'm living out my childhood a little bit. I remember I was 17, 18, 19, 20. Didn't have no serious girlfriend at the time. Well, I did up until 20, but I still made time. I'm just hey, sweetheart, I'm gonna go play my video games, and she's just seriously, don't you want to get laid or something? I'm just no, you keep telling me how much you want to have kids and all that, so it kind of scares me off a little bit. Oh, look, you can pop right in. So that's a lot of times too. Is if my girlfriend at the time was oh yeah, no, I don't want to have kids and all that. I wouldn't be this worried. Then I probably would have had a lot more sex than what I did. But hey, that's just the way how things were. That was the straw that I draw. So, but is what it is. And I had a lot more fun just doing playing my video games. And I spent a lot of time with my girlfriend, but but different times, man, different times. Well, anyways, hey, here we go. Hey, the first time for me doing this, so I'm expecting to get my ass kicked a lot. Probably I'm gonna see how often I get fucking killed. Okay, that was not an instant wipe thing, so I'm not worried about that. Not worried about that. Oh shit, I am worried about that. Fuck, that got me. Alright. So, I know the buttons. I shouldn't be paying attention to the buttons. No, I should be paying attention to my surroundings. So this is where, and quite honestly, this is where I kind of look at what the other players are doing. And basically, where they're doing, I am trying to mimic. So this is where I don't fucking get, killed. Or anything. And that's a good way how to try to avoid, especially when you don't know the mechanics. It just pretty much is, hey, you see them doing something particular, you do it. See, I'm just paying attention to what they're doing. Unless of course it's something that there's certain battles that you're not going to be able to do that with. you get occasional battles where they you gotta know the mechanics. You know, and again, I talked about this on a stream like I don't know how long ago, but it's a there's a battle in the steppe where it's yeah, let's get on here. Ow, ow, ow. Fucker. Okay. To where everybody has to do their own little thing. So if you don't know the mechanics, you're gonna get fucked up. So I was doing it with the NPCs. Now the NPCs will you know, do everything correct for this particular battle. So I was trying to follow them, and I was trying to figure out why I kept getting my ass killed. And I was just like, oh, I kind of remember this, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, what am I doing wrong? So I had to go look it up, and then I figured out what I was doing wrong. You know, so at least with this little cup break, it allows me to reset a couple things. So, oh, he's taking off the mask. It's getting serious, boys and girls.
At last, I am become Zodiac.
Yeah. See, way too many of you fuckers that have a big head on your shoulders. Ego's getting in the way. Oh boy. I see people. Oh. Huh. This. Oh, it's rotating. That's why. I was wondering why they did that. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But now it makes sense. See? Here again is when you don't know the mechanics. You know, and I didn't. You know, if I would have known that, I would have, clearly, you know, not, ooh. I'm gonna stay right where these guys are. Cool. Oh, he moved over to the side. Oh, no, everybody's getting over this way. Everybody's getting over that way. Yeah, yeah, I remember this kind of type of move. Oh, no. Let's avoid that. Yeah, we're about, looks like we're at about the halfway point. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I haven't been, paying attention to the chat because I'm so enthralled with the battle and all that. But hey, welcome, Kristen.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated.
Oh no, just that kind of sucked. I just wasted that one. I'm doing well. I'm just chilling. Trying to beat this battle. It's the first time I've been doing it. I haven't gotten killed yet, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Will you live to see the end?
So I was just explaining about when you don't know the mechanics of the battle, and I've watched everybody run into where it's like he's going to do an area attack. I'm just like, why is everybody running there? Because obviously I'm avoiding it until he does a move where it rotated us all, and I ended up becoming in the area attack when it went off. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And this is where I was talking. I was like, you know, I was saying if you don't know the mechanics of the game, is you kind of want to see. Actually, it's going to do it right now because they're like, why are you standing in here? And this is why, because see how it rotates. But the other ones is. So how's my day going so far? It's going okay. Kind of wish I was working today, but you know, it sucks. It's just the way how my job operates, and you know, I'm gonna bitch about it, but other than that, I'm fine. You know, so since I'm not working, I'm just going ahead and just might as well stream. You know, might as well. I'll say thank God for my retirement. It's the only thing that keeps me from like fucking going crazy. You know, while I'm not actively working at the moment. So, hey, but thanks for asking. You know, I was just talking about not sure if you ever played, but I was talking about Final Fantasy XI here about 5 minutes ago. So, and I was just explaining about the differences between that game and this game. Well, I mean, I'm fucking. Where am I from? Well, I'm in America. I'm from New Jersey, and that's about as all I'll say about where I'm from. So. Ooh, let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, come on. I can't even see my guy. I'm just. This is where I got nice button memorization, so I can pay attention to what everybody else is doing. Okay. Move over just a little bit. Alright, let's do this. Oh, you're from the UK? Cool. Cool. I know a couple people from the UK. You know, nice place. I visited their let's see, I'm 40 now. I visited there 22 years ago for my 18th birthday. Oh, fuck me. Oh, shit. I actually might get killed. Yep, I got killed. They caught me. But yeah, I was in the UK for my 18th birthday. So I was able to legally drink. So how's your day going so far? Huh, you already asked me that question. But, yeah, my day's going fine. Well, yeah, I was, let's see. Yeah, I went to the UK. I said I did it for my 18th birthday. I was there actually for a bowling tournament. So, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Lost my voice because we were doing so many cheering. All right, player recommendations. Let me see if I can get this real quick. Ah, fuck. Okay, cool. Got him just before he left. Alright, well, that's the end of that fight. See, I only got killed once, so I'm pretty happy about that. But, you go ahead. We're going to take a minute break. We're just going to listen to this cutscene. I'm going to put myself on mute. The weather is kind of shitty out here. It snowed the other day, and it's supposed to be snowing tomorrow. How's the weather in the UK? Are you around London?
Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory.
Oh, hey, that's cool. I know somebody who's in near London.
Was for you to kill Zodiac. 'Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. 'Twould have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying?
Ooh, that's pretty cold. It's like, I don't know, it's like about 40 degrees here. Maybe 35, 40. Not really too cold.
I saw so. I have fulfilled my heart's desire. Let your murder mark.
What do you mean about what about this game? Can you be a little bit more specific, please?
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations.
I've been streaming about almost 2 weeks.
So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see.
Oh, I'm working on doing some custom art. I'm just trying to learn how to do it myself. I know some people have asked, but that they can do it. But I mean, that's part of their business, and I don't get into that. Like I said, I plan on doing it myself. I'm just trying to learn how to do it.
As was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Harry. Yeah, I love the Final Fantasy online community. Whether that be 14 or 11, it's just awesome. Like I said, actually, I gotten back into playing Final Fantasy 11 on a private server. So, I mean, it's fucking amazing. I wish I could stream Final Fantasy 11 on here, but I think because since it's a private server, the game capture won't pick it up. Because I do see people streaming Final Fantasy 11 on Twitch, but I don't know why you can't pick it up online. But then again, I got the Skya through the Skya 1 and 2 through Steam, and it can't pick that up. To answer your question, Kristen, to be really honest, hey, look, thanks for offering, but I'm not interested. To be very honest, like I said, I'm gonna be doing my own stuff. To be very honest. Oh, and to answer your question here, yeah, I'm doing good. Just trying to enjoy my day the best of my ability. Yeah, if you got questions about the Final Fantasy online community, hey, feel free to, if you got any questions, hey, put it in the chat, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability.
No. I'll find no fulfillment in a contest with you this day. Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
You always go healer, Harry. Don't get me wrong. I mean, every job in Final Fantasy is important in its own way. Especially like healers, obviously for the obvious reason. But I love being a damage dealer, a DD, which is what my job, which I chose as is Samurai. Now, I've actually have figured out the rotations for Reaper, and actually have been enjoying it more. That's the next job I'm going to be taking up. I mean, I have it at like 71, 72, I think 72. So that'll be the next job I take to 90 after I'm done with Samurai. But for me, I personally don't like being a healer. I mean, because honestly, if you're a healer, you constantly have to be paying attention to certain things versus not only do you have to worry about keeping the party healed and making sure you're healing the people who honestly need to be healed, but also, you got to worry about everything around you, going on, monsters attacking, bosses, like we just did a boss fight here. Versus where for me as a damage dealer, I know all the rotations for Samurai pretty much down by heart. I occasionally get it messed up once in a while. But all I gotta do is just pay attention to my surroundings to see what everyone else is doing and see what attacks that the boss, mainly bosses, I don't have to really worry about regular mobs, but what bosses or where dungeons I'm in are doing. And all I do is just muscle memory with my rotations. Occasionally I'll pop my head, I'll look at the my action bars just to make sure they're going off properly. But yeah. So being a healer is a big responsibility within the game. I think it's one of the biggest responsibilities. Healing, raising, putting on protection, protect, shield, etc. Everything that the healers do. But for me, because I really like the action of doing immense damage and all that. That's why I like jobs like Samurai, Reaper, Dragoon, any of those guys. And actually, those that I'm leveling in order right now, up to 90. Because I got Dragoon at like 51 or 52 as well. Actually, that was the first job that I did until I got access to Samurai. And then I was just like, no, taking Samurai up, because I remember how Samurai was when I played it some years ago, and I did it on a different account before I ended up leaving Final Fantasy XIV. But then I came back as a friend. It's just like, hey, you should really play again, And I knew automatically I was going right for Samurai. But also I knew about Reaper, and I thought, Reaper basically is what Dark Knight was in Final Fantasy XI. Not the Dark Knight here in Final Fantasy XIV, because it's a tank. I'm just like, no. If you're going to, hey, thanks for the follow, Harry. When they first came out with Dark Knight, I think it came out in, was it Stormblood? I can't really remember off the top of my head. But I was just like, ooh, I was fucking excited because I love Dark Knight in Final Fantasy XI because it meant damage dealer. And as I said, I'm on a private server now playing Final Fantasy XI. And guess what? I got Dark Knight. I love it. I decided to go with the Mythra race because generally that has higher dexterity, so more accuracy. So I traded some power, but for more accuracy. It's just like I want to make sure I fucking hit the mobs and all that in that game. But so I was just like, oh, and I didn't really go look up what it was supposed to be. I was just like, it's a damage dealer. I'm going to go get it. Until I got it, and then it was just like, oh, it's a tank. And I got so fucking depressed. Because I don't want to be a tank. I want to be a guy, I'm going to hit you as fucking hard as I can. And with the notion that you're probably going to hit me with everything you got. And I'm probably going to die, but still, going out in a blaze of glory, that's what I like doing, and especially if I can go out in a blaze of glory where the boss is just not paying attention, and then I can, because one of the things I didn't do with Samurai was I didn't learn the proper rotation. Actually, I just learned within the last 3 weeks the actual proper rotation. Make sure I do the extra damage action bars, because usually I'm just going through the rotations, and then here I'll show real quick. I'll go through the rotations. So this is where I can activate this, hit that, activate that, go through here and hit it, and then I go and I reset. What I wasn't paying attention was, when I finish this one, if this has counters, go ahead and just activate that. That deals another one of these. Okay, as long as I have a counter. So it's like doing so I get to do 2 of these. I can rotate off into this, hit it back up, reset this, and then hit this one more time if it has another counter on it. Okay, and then I have to Hisu Shinten. I got Shoho. I have Hisada Sene. And I know I got the Shoha too. And it hits a Garen. I can use those for so much extra damage. So basically I calculated that I was doing, once I did those and I added those, I was doing anywhere from 25 to 35% more damage over the long run, of course, of a battle. It was so much damage I was missing out on. So I feel pretty stupid for not realizing that. And so with Reaper, I was just on a hit for hit basis, just trying to compare it to my Samurai, and it didn't seem like it was really hitting all that hard. And I was kind of a little disappointed until I got the rotations down. Once I got the rotation down, and it's better. It's still not perfect. I'm still trying to get it more towards my muscle memory and such. But once I go up this way. But once I started getting it down pat, I noticed that I was able to do way more damage because I was able to connect other shots. And there's still other moves once I get up to 90, or at least up to where my samurai is, to where I have to learn and incorporate that into my rotations to maximize damage to its fullest. Okay, and you know what? That's what I love about being a damage dealer. It's just like, what can I do so I can hit the mob, hit the boss, hit whatever, as hard as I can for as long as possible. You know, and that's one of the biggest things that I like about it. And if you're a shitty DD person, not saying a shitty person, but if you don't know how to run the DDs correctly, you're missing out on so much extra damage that you can potentially do. Who knows? Extra 10, extra 15, 20, and so on. You know, actually at one point I felt like I was doing like 50% more damage. So I was like, damn, you know. And that was me not educating myself. It's just like, yeah, I'm here to have fun on the game and all that. But I also want to beat it too, you know, and you know, enjoy that I know when I'm doing it, when I'm talking about. Now, granted, I'm not going to sit here and remember the names. You know, can I remember what these names are without having to look over them? Nope. But do I know the rotations? Yes, I do. So if someone's just like, you know, ask me what you do, I'll sit there. I'll get out the moves, and then you know, I'll make sure I'll say the right names and all that when I'm trying to point them out. But yeah, that's what you do, especially when, you know, because you want other people to enjoy the game too. I mean, if they're not having fun, which means then you're ultimately not going to have fun either, because they don't know what they're trying to do, and ultimately that's going to affect you in some way. Just like if you have a healer, and I'm not saying about you, Harry. I have no idea how you play and all that. I would assume that you know what you're doing and all that. But if you have somebody who doesn't know how to heal properly and all that, you know, teams start getting wiped out, and then people get really frustrated real easily. You know, so but yeah. Oh, cool. I see it over there. But yeah, drop any questions if you have anything, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Alright, we're going to go in here. We're going to continue our quest of Endwalker. For anybody who's new, generally speaking, the way how I do things is if the cutscenes don't have any voice going on, if no one's actually talking, you know, if you don't hear the actual voice going on, I tend to skip it. So, but if people are actually legitimately talking, like you can hear them talking, you know, they got the voice actors going, then obviously I'm going to listen because they're taking effort to put in that, and it usually means is they probably got something important they want to show. Let's see, I'm definitely aiming for a machinist later down the line, the funny gun character. I saw the flamethrower and thought, yes, funny, I need. Yeah, actually, I just unlocked machinist. But I think last month, but I haven't touched it yet. I did like the first quest within this quest line. Oh, excuse me. You know, so, and it looks fun. That one I'm definitely gonna do after Dragon. And like I said, it's good to have a variety. Do not get me wrong. If you're just playing the same job over and over and over again, you're not getting the full experience. Eventually, I should do some sort of a healer. Just like I'll probably level it just through doing quests and doing the where is it? Because doing the clan marks bills and such, you know. But would I go into a dungeon or something with somebody and be like, hey, I'm going to heal you? It's like, no, not really. Let's see. I got to find more of these expansion goals. It's just, it would be out of my comfort zone. And I do like my comfort zone. You know, but definitely with Machinists, yeah, I was playing it. It was fun. Yeah, I definitely did like I missed this one. I don't know. I did a quest on it, and then that's towards the job itself, and then I did I think I spent like 20 minutes just running around shooting things. So it was just like, oh, this is so much fun, But I do that's the thing with healing. It can be fun, but sometimes people, let's just say, don't avoid damage. Yeah, I 100% agree. 100% agree, because people don't know the mechanics of the boss that they're fighting. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you want to DPS more. Oh yeah, I I love the DPS all the time. Yeah. As a healer, I can imagine you sit there. It's just like, well, fuck. If you're just gonna die, I'll just let you die while I'm hitting the boss, and then I'll raise you. No sense in But yeah, but that's why I was talking earlier. I think before you came in, when you're doing these boss fights, you got to know the mechanics. And if you don't know the mechanics, which is fine, depending on what the battle is, pretty much just follow what everybody else is doing. Oh shit! I can't believe I did that. Oh yeah, there you go. No. I thought I was gonna hit all the way to the bottom. Because that's what I do. Like if I'm not familiar with the mechanics, I don't remember the mechanics, etc. Pretty much I'll just follow what the other people are doing. It's just like last battle I just did. The first time the boss did a move I wasn't familiar with, and he was doing an AOE attack. But everybody ran into it, like 6 guys, except for me and one other guy. They ran into the AOE. It was highlighted, and they ran into it, and didn't make any sense until he did another move, which he did a chain binder. Basically, made us, can't move or whatnot, and then he rotated us. So I went from being not in the AOE, to being in the AOE, and then he blasted me. So that's where knowing the mechanics. So this is where the next time he did it, I knew what was going to happen. But thankfully, it's when I got caught for it the first time, he only hit me for like 50% of my health. Still hurts, But he did it like 2 more times, and those times I already knew what was coming. But then again, he did another move which I wasn't familiar with. And I didn't realize it until at the last second. I tried getting out of the way. He hit me, and I didn't realize I walked into another one, and he snapped me right at the end and killed me. But thankfully, it was right at the end of the boss fight, so I got up, I swung a few more times, and then he was down for the count. So, yeah, knowing the mechanics is really a must. So, you can obviously enjoy the battle and whatnot. But if anybody ever asks, if you don't know the mechanics, kind of just follow what everyone else is doing, and 9 out of 10 times, you'll be okay. Alright, there's only a couple battles where the rotation, where the mechanics are specifically, actually, I only know of one battle, actually, where the mechanics are specifically tailored to an individual. And it's a battle in the Stormblood areas. It's in the steppe, the Eisen steppe, I think that's how it's pronounced. And there's a battle there. Actually, I'll get on my map real quick. You just get a rough idea. No. I don't want to. I just want to look at the maps. Shit. Hold on a sec. Let me. Oh, okay. So, so you're new to the game. You're new to Final Fantasy XIV? Okay, so I'm only level 30. Oh, okay, so you're I'm assuming that you're new. Proper green leaf. I like that. I like that. Or I like to call you guys FNGs, which is a military term, if you haven't guessed. A proper green leaf. That's the first time I've heard that one, but I knew automatically what you meant. But just in case, if you're wondering, FNG means fucking new guy. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can I get up there? I know I can get up there somewhere. But yeah, as a level 30, let's see. I'm on the Genova server. But at level 30, you can handle with the healings. Just to be very honest, especially if they're four mans, 8 mans or whichever. They're not really what's the word I want to use? They're not bad really. It's when you start getting up into the high end level jobs, then you're like, you gotta start sweating a little bit. Because even I was just would be like, man, how do these guys fucking just keep healing and all that? And honestly, I don't know. I mean, I know there's like macros that they probably use, especially if they're playing with a keyboard, and I don't know which is better for healing, if you want to use keyboard or controller. Because with keyboards you can do you can set up your macros and shit like that. I don't particularly like using keyboards. Well, one, it hurts my wrists after a while, especially if you don't, you got to make sure, at least me, I don't know how everybody else is when you put your hand on the keyboard, you want like your forearm to be a little bit lower than your hands. This is where it's in a nice composition, because if it's higher, then you start straining the shit. Imagine pretty much is putting the ends of your finger at the end of a table, so you can like stretch out the inner forearms. But now imagine that you're doing that with on a keyboard, so you're not actually stretching. It's just annoying. You're doing that for a few hours. So when I'm playing like Final Fantasy XI, I could have sworn you could have used a game controller. I'm still thinking you can. Okay, because I prefer to play it with a game controller. Cause I used to use macros on Final Fantasy XI, because you can change on Final Fantasy XI, unlike Final Fantasy 14, at least to my knowledge. You can change gear on Final Fantasy XI in the mid-fight. You'll have a macro that says change to this gear, and then set off this weapon skill, or do this action, and then put your normal gear back on that you're using just for the regular hits. So gear swapping in Final Fantasy XI is a big thing. So that's why a lot of times you guys are playing with keyboards. Can't really do that with controllers. However, that puts a lot of strain. Whereas, like, if I'm using a controller, it really doesn't hurt all that much. Very, very little, because I can relax my hand very nicely. Oh, no, I want to go up this way. So, hold on a sec, let me... okay, I'm just going to follow this all the way up. So, on Final Fantasy 14, I love using the controller. I don't need macros, I don't need anything like that. I'm sure maybe the healers, and maybe this is something you'll find out, maybe I think a lot of them probably do use macros for certain things. Use on the controller, struggling with locking on to people, to be honest, just working with it for now. Yeah, that's that's why I didn't do healer, because I just like it really is annoying. But I mean, to those guys who can heal really good, or even the ones who do an okay job, they do enough job. It's like, hey, look, I did my job. Everybody survived. We won the battle. Huzzah! Hey, God bless you. For being effective healers. And if you're doing it with a controller, that's really good. To be honest, it is really good. But again, at the end of the day, that's why I'm a damage dealer. I don't have to worry about other people in my party. I don't need to worry about keeping them alive. My only focus is don't get hit myself and do as much damage as I can. That's my only two concerns. But I mean, if you're level 30 and you're a healer, which means the only thing you're doing right now is you must be a white mage. That's the only thing I can think of at that level. But at level 30, you can start. And I don't know what expansion you get. I'm going to assume when you bought the game, assuming that you bought the game brand new within the last, depending on how much you've been playing, I'm going to guess you've been probably playing for the last week or two. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe you don't do hardcore stuff while you're not working or whatever. But I'm guessing 2 weeks. I mean, level 30, even a new player, you can get up to level 30 easily within like a week or something. Again, it depends on how much you're playing. But if you have, when you bought it, if you bought it as a bundle where you have access all the way up to Endwalker, I think at level 30 you can do another white mage type job, or I should say, I think there is an alternate healing job. I can't remember off the top of my head. You know, so you should look it up in case of, you know, you like to do something other than being a white mage. There are some healing jobs. Now, I know, like, you wouldn't have access to Sage. Actually, how the fuck am I getting up here? You know, I'm going to go this way. Because Sage you get access to at level 70. Let me, what other jobs is there for healing? I wonder. Let me see. Do they pop up? Huh. Okay. So if you can see real quick, I think these are all, if I remember correctly, these are all the available jobs, you know, base jobs you can do. Now, Gladiator eventually becomes a Paladin. Marauder eventually becomes a Monk. Now, you got Gunbreaker and you got Dark Knight. They don't evolve into anything else. You got Conjurer. You got Skull. Okay, the Conjurer turns into White Mage. Sorry, so I have to take that back. I don't know if Scholar upgrades to anything else or strong. But see, these are the other four, and yeah, I'm assuming you can see these two as well when you're in the game. But Sage is pretty good. Strong is pretty good. Actually, honestly, they're all good for healing and all that. I don't know which ones, if they got better DPS, and I don't really think that matters per se. You know, the only one. Oh, sorry, Marauder turns into Warrior. Pugilist turns into Monk. Dragoon is the upgraded version of Lancer, as you can see. Rogue turns into Thief, and as you can see, I got Reaper here at 72. Red Mage. Actually, if you really want to do some healing and damage, Red Mage. I tell you what, Harry. If you want to be able to do some healing, but you really want to do damage as well, I would go into Red Mage. Red Mage is a fucking awesome job. When I played on my other account, I did level it out to, I think at the time I was on, I had access to Stormbringer. I don't think I was playing Shadowbringer, so I was able to get up to level 80. It's an awesome job. You know, I've been debating on if I should do Red Mage after Reaper or after Dragoon, but Red Mage is, okay, my Dragoon's only 50. Okay, Red Mage is a balance between it's the jack of all trades. It can heal just like the Conjurers, you know, the healers up here, but it can also do, but it's more attuned towards ranged DPS, but it has healing. When you go to the higher levels, you have access to raise. It's a really awesome job. So if you want to find something that still allows you to heal, but you're not in a healer position, but you can also do offensive magic. You can go in there with a sword and you can start beating around. I suggest to you, Red Mage. It's an awesome job. I tell you what, I can't. You know, all those healers who say, I just want to be able to do you know, I mean, in a group, you're always going to have one that's a slot that is a dedicated healer. However, you know, for a lot of those healers that like to try out something with magic, but they, you know, they can be more offensive, I always recommend them Red Mage, because you still have access to healing and to offensive magic. Okay, you won't be as good of a healer as obviously as these guys, and you won't really be as good as a healer, as the offensive, as like the Thought Mage who becomes the Block Mage eventually, and the Arcanist who becomes, I want to say he becomes a Summoner. Okay, but yeah, I suggest to you, if you gain access to Red Mage, which you gain access to Red Mage at level 50, and I think you have to beat the initial main quest, which ends at hold on, let me see. I tell you, I'm about to show you something, and it's probably gonna fucking shock you. At let's see, let's go to complete it, and we're just gonna go. Here is the main quest right here, and you said you're in level 30, so you're somewhere in here. Somewhere in here. Okay, if you decide you ever want to do Red Mage and you're like, hey, I really like to do Red, gain level 50, and then you gotta complete all of this. Go down here. Once you beat him, and then you get into Heaven's Ward material, then you gain access to Red Mage. So, because I think Red Mage, oh man, where the fuck is Red Mage? And I don't remember where you go to open up Red Mage. Now, it is very possible you can hit level 50 and not complete the main quest and still gain access to Red Mage. Because, hold on a sec. Now, I actually want to, hold on a sec. I'm just going to look up where Red Mage quest starts. Let me look up for you real quick. I know you haven't asked about it, but, you know, it's just one of those things. 14. Red Mage quest. Let's see. Final Fantasy 14 Red Mage. Oh, my stupid dogs. Oh, actually, even better. Where do I start? In order to play Red Mage, players must first get Disciple of... let's see. Okay, in order to play Red Mage, players must first get any Disciple of War class to level 50. In addition, you must also be playing on an account that has paid for the Stormblood expansion. Okay, and let me see. So if you decide you want to go Red Mage, you need to level up. Just take your Lancer, evolve in the Dragoon at level 30, and take it up to 50. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. And the Red Mage class, it starts in Uldal, in the steppes of Uldal. So yeah, so get up to level. So if you decide to go Red Mage, take like your Lancer, just level them up to level 50. I mean, you'll get you'll be able to turn it into Dragoon at level 30. Take up to 50, and then go to steppes of Uldal and just you know, access the quest for Red Mage. You'll see how it's marked and all that. You do a little if you decide to ever go down that route. So I think I've done enough talking on that. But still, I bet if you like doing the healer, but you wish you could do a little bit more DPS, Red Mage is right up there for you. Now where the fuck is? I see there's a path right there. Let me see. No, that can't be it. So how are they gaining access to? Oh, fuck me. How do you get in there? Let me see. Huh. I don't know how you get in there. So maybe something else. Speak with Watcher again. Okay. But how am I getting in there? Now this is going to frustrate the shit out of me because I have no idea how you got up in there. Oh, this is what I'm going to hate. Getting my Chocobo is literally my goal in the game for now. Just need a cute Chocobo. Yeah. Well, wait till you when you beat the game, the main quest, you know, the ultimate weapon. That's the end of that's level 50. That's the end of the main initial quest. You'll be able to fly around in all of the initial areas that you played in. And trust me, you'll fucking love it. You'll be like, yes, and then you'll go on to Heavensward, and then you're like, I can't fly, what the fuck? And then, trust me, that'll be a whole new thing for you, man. That'll be a whole new thing. Just wait till that happens. Because when I played Final Fantasy XIV, you couldn't fly in the game, especially in the initial areas. I wonder. Oh, I bet you this. Is this maybe? Is there something? Oh, of course, of course. Here's the fucking tunnel. Of course. I knew it. Alright, let's kill this guy real quick. Da-da-da-da-da. Charge. But yeah, getting Chocobo is awesome. It's awesome. You know what? And like I said, you know what's better than getting a Chocobo? Is a Chocobo that flies. And once it starts flying, you can't wait to like that for the new areas that you unlock, that you be able to fly in them as soon as possible. And trust me, there are some curves you're going to have to learn through, and when that comes up. But as you say, your current goal right now, see, at level 30, you should be able to get the Chocobo right now because you can gain access to it at level 20. So, but I think you need to get your Grand Company reputation up a little bit. So, but hey, quick Google search. I'm assuming that you did that already, and you'll get it. Like I said, and by the way, I'm gonna be streaming here for about another 10-15 minutes. So I know it's a short stream. Again, one day I will do like a fucking 4-hour stream, but you know, it's just maybe I'll finally do it tomorrow. So, but yeah, you definitely, I think you probably just gotta, if you can't access it yet, it's just, I think you gotta get your Grand Company level up. So work on that. Oh, you're level 30, but your MSQ is level 16. I don't know how to reach the des. I don't know how to reach the des. Oh, which desert are you talking about? Because there's a couple deserts. That's why. So your MSQ is only 16. Okay. Let's see. Let's go into journal. Let me help you out here a little bit. So you're level 16, which means you're on the Fire and the Gloom, or the Call of the Desert. Yeah. If you be a little bit more specific, I'll help you out on that one. Because you know, I can do is if you tell me which desert you're referring to, I'll zip right over to it and I'll show you. It's called the it's the Call of the Desert. Okay, so you're trying to do that. Okay, cool. Which I already showed that. So Call of the Desert. According to me, the Adventure Skill is recruiting people for undisclosed tasks. You can learn more by speaking to Momodi, the proprietors of the Quicksand. Okay, how far into the Call of the Desert have you gone? Have you gone to I'm trying to remember how you have expressed your interest in tasks, and Momodi, let her know when you're ready to hear it. Well, Momodi's in the Quicksand. I'm assuming you know where the Quicksand is, because that's in Ul'dah. And let me hold on a sec. Let me real quick to speak with the person. Oh, you just need to know how to speak with the person. Okay. Here, real quick. If you don't know where she is, here, I'll show it to you, man. I got you covered. Oh, wait. Quicksand. Yeah, no. Yeah, that should be in Ul'dah. You're not gone there yet. Hold on. So let me make sure I know we're talking about the same thing. 'Cause I mean, I could pull it up and Hold on a sec. Let me. You saying you haven't gone there yet? Which. Well, you're white mage, so you started off in the. And you started off in New Gridania. So you go to Ul'dah. You get. This is Ul'dah. You come in here. I'm gonna help you out because that's just my thing. And the quicksand. And this is the quicksand over here. So there's two ways. You can either come this way to come in here, or you come over here and you come in here. So I'm just gonna go up the side way. And like I say, you just gotta get over here. This is the quicksand, and you gotta talk to Momodi, and Momodi's right there. Okay. So it's real easy. I guess the hardest thing is trying to get to the new areas. No lie, it's always the hardest. When you're. Let me see if I can. What's the thing on that? Oh, so you're having a hard time just entering in place because of your graphics. Okay. Do is if it's just not loading for you, if the zone's not loading because you've actually found Ul'dah, you know where it is, and you're having a hard time loading into the place, turn on your graphics. I would suggest doing is, and I'm on PC so I can do this. If you're on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 handles it, but if you're on PC trying to do this, you might be on an older PC, which I mean, at 2024, if you bought your PC within the last few years, it should be able to handle it. I mean, like I said, I don't know what you got. You go into system. Hold on, I gotta close something out. All right, real quick, come to system configuration and just going display settings, and just turn down everything. Keep your keep your refresh rate at 30 or less. And just do everything just to limit the loading. Make sure I make sure you be in full screen, because if your window, technically that'll take up more graphics because it's taking up more. Make sure you just turn everything you could possibly can off. Anything that is like, hey, do you want these shadows on? Just take off the shadows. Just anything that's gonna chew up stuff. The biggest thing is the FPS though. If you turn yours down to 30 or less, you'll definitely not have any issues. You'll see it'll save up memory, and it should allow you to be able to load better. So, but yeah, I said it's a really good game. And it's a nice fast pace. I know a lot of people, they liked it because it was faster than Final Fantasy XI. Final Fantasy, you sit here and you saw, sometimes I'm like, weapon skill, doing all these things and all that. Final Fantasy XI is more like, he's gonna hit him. Auto attacks, auto attack. And then you'll build up enough TP. Weapon skill, woo! Auto attack. I generally, half the times I sit there and I just as soon as I start the fight, I just sit there and then I was like, because sometimes the fight can take up to a minute. We're talking about just regular mobs. Now you're talking about going into boss fights. That could take a little while. Who knows? Depends on the boss fight. But anyway, so I mean, it's just as far as it's just the initial UI overload, if anything. Yeah, you just gotta turn down your graphics, man. I mean, like I said, anything that's not necessarily needed, turn down resolutions, turn off any shadows, special effects, anything like that. And you know, the thing is, I would say is, if you're on PC, maybe either if you got the money, upgrade your PC, or maybe get a better PC. I mean, obviously, if you're on a laptop, you know, it's hard to upgrade a laptop, to be very honest. Usually they're not, you know, but that's if you got the money, man. If you don't, I said, just go and just start like turning down all the graphics and all that. And trust me, it's shitty, yeah, but man, you want to be able to enjoy the game, brother. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know. You be able to play the game, escape from the real life for a little bit, and you know, have fun, you know. And hey, make friends along the way too. That's one thing I will say. Final Fantasy XIV, it's hard to make friends. I mean, you can be with people, but you know, you do the fight. Like I said, you saw me. I did the if you're here for the boss fight, it just popped me in with random people I didn't know from across X amount of servers and all that. You know, and then you done the fight. Say, hey, GG, hey, great, cool. We all go our separate ways. Huzzah! You know, but I've never really made any friendships on here. Unlike Final Fantasy XI, you know, you have to find people on your server. You're finding people in link shells. You know, you'll have, when I played it back in its golden days, before it had these trust NPCs, you know, I would have like 5 or 6. It's why I'm going into streams. I might as well have potential people I could add later down. Yeah, no, exactly. Hey, I'm on the Genova server. Hold on a sec. Right here, this is the server I'm at. Genova. Feel more than free, you know, if you come on over here, or if you're already on there. Hey, more than welcome. Send a friend request. Say, hey, look, I need help. I'll do the best that I can. I make no promises. However, like I said, on Final Fantasy XI, I would have 5, 6, 7 link shows. I would have a link show specifically for doing Sky content. I had a link show specifically for doing Sea content. And I had other link shows for doing certain content. And then I had a link show just for the general chat. You know, and I've made tons of friends. Still friends with them. I met my wife on Final Fantasy XI. And, you know, we made a really good friendship. And then years down the road, our paths, you know, crossed, you know, in real life. And she, you know, we got together, you know, dated, and eventually got married. Married, and then quickly had a kid because she got pregnant before we even got engaged. So that's why we got engaged. You know, so, and even to say I'm playing on a private server, even though I'm doing most of the stuff, I'm in a link shell, which you automatically get a link shell. But there's like 30 guys, and you know, we'll talk. You know, they'll say hi and whatnot, and it's great. Right now, I'm in a company which is the equivalent to a link show from Final Fantasy XI. I hardly see anybody talking. I mean, to be very honest, I don't say anything myself either. Okay, I have never done anything with the. Even though this group is trying to do stuff, and I just realized, wrong thing. You know, here I am. I'm in this company. It's called the Final Calamity. There's 111 people. I've never seen anybody really talk. Yeah, when I log in, they say, "Hey, we do these on the these runs on these certain days." Hey, that's cool. I don't do them. But other than that, I don't see anything. But hey, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end the stream here in just a minute. But hey, Harry, thanks for coming down. Hey, thanks for checking me out, and I appreciate the follow, man. Hey, I stream generally every day. If my day's off, I will stream longer. I know I should have streamed longer today, but I had some other commitments I had to do before I could come on the stream. Tomorrow, I ain't working, and I got nothing else to do. So I'm probably actually going to do quite a lengthy stream tomorrow, you know, unless something pops up. But, you know, hey, come on by. Hey, like I said, you got questions, man, I'll do my best to help you out, you know. And generally, you know, when I come here, sometimes I'll come on here to rant and I'll talk about shit that's happening in real life that I don't fucking like. But, you know, I like to keep these streams to have fun. You know, a lot of people come in, we're just talking about the game. yeah, I won't talk about real life stuff. You know, nothing political, shit like that. I know I went on the 2-hour rant the other day how I fucking hate my government, how it's fucking everybody over, whether it be at home or abroad. But hey, you know, you can check out that stream at a later time. I am still playing the game and all, but I was more interested in getting some shit off my chest. You know, so, but hey, with the 8, you like the stream, 8, like, share, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. 8, enjoy life. You only got one life. Enjoy it to your best and be safe and all that. Okay, and with that, I will be on tomorrow sometime in the early afternoon. And with that, hey, you all have